Well, hey there folks, and welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here, and it's time for another beer review. It's our final beer review from the Morrisons 4 for £6 range in the little diddy, cute little 330ml can jobbies. If you just found us here on YouTube, go on, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel. It's the Hop House, where hoppy beer with like good house music. Right, should we crack on? Okay, so we're end of September, and after this review, I've got first for the channel, I've got a Belgian beer that I'm going to put up that I actually got from Aldi of all places, and then I'm going to have a few weeks off ready for my half marathon in Liverpool next month, so looking forward to that in a few weeks time. Okay, so we've done the Camden Pale Ale, we have done the Sputnik from North Brewing, which was beautiful beer, and also from Magic Rock the High Wire Grapefruit, again beautiful beer. So this one, it's a biggie. It's a very well-known brewery, and it's sort of been taken over or owned by a big company. So this is sort of macro brewery, if you like. I'll show you what it is. So from Goose Island, and it is their core beer, it's their IPA. Goose Island IPA, India Pale Ale, 5.9%. Where does it tell you? It tells you in quite small writing there. I don't think the camera's going to pick that up, is it? 330ml can. They also sell this in bottles as well. They have it in can and bottle in Morrisons. And I know that they do this multi-packs in, I think it's Asda. I don't know about, maybe Tesco as well. I think Tesco might do it. You know, the 4 cans for £6 in a multi-pack, or £5.50 or whatever they are. They're usually 2 for £9 if you get 2. But this was part of the 4 for £6 individually. Right, let's get it out in the glass. I'm going to use the Thornbridge glass for this one. Yeah, it's Goose Island are an American company, but they've been either taken over, bought out, or in partnership with AB InBev, which is a big beverage company in the UK and throughout Europe. And they do brands like, so I think they do things like Moretti, Tiger beer. They do a lot of big brands. I think Boddington's has gone to AB InBev, and it's no longer produced in Manchester. So it's a big company. Go Google them, AB InBev. Right, that's your beer in the glass. Apologies for the spotlight. It is golden to amber in colour. It's clear. Is there a bit of haze there? That might just be chilled haze. No, there's clarity to that beer. It's a see-through jobby, and a fluffy white head on top. Some good carbonation going through the middle of the glass. We jig it around a bit. We'll do a bit of lace division a bit later on in the video. But yeah, it laces nice enough, and it's certainly got a thumping white head on it. It's a beauty of a head. Lovely Thornbridge glass. I do like it. It's a funky shape. So yeah, that's your beer in the glass. I have had this before. I'll just quickly explain actually. So my introduction to Goose Island, because they've been around in UK in bars and things for quite a number of years. Now where I used to work, not where I work currently, but where I used to work, you were needed to be in bad weather, like if it snowed. And so what they do is, because I don't drive, so I catch a train to and from work, and I'm 40 years old and I don't drive, that's all that about. And I'd also work Christmas, and there was a hotel over the road from where I worked, a little Holiday Inn Express, and they'd put me up in the hotel. So if the trains weren't running because of snow, they'd put me up, I'd stay over, and then I'd be ready for work the next day. And also Christmas, I'd get extra pay for Christmas Day and Boxing Day, so I'd do a late on the Christmas Day and an early Boxing Day and stay over the road. And so the holiday, anyway, that was the work part of it, but the Holiday Inn Express, they used to have Goose Island in the hotel bar. So that was my first experience of Goose Island. They used to have Boddingtons on draft, on, free pour, on keg. And I'd have maybe 1 or 2 pints of Boddingtons, and it was very wishy-washy, and it's not what Boddingtons used to be when it used to be the cream of Manchester. So then I looked to the fridges, and they used to have this Goose Island IPA in a 330ml bottle, and they used to have one called a Honkers Ale as well, which is like a red amber ale. It was lovely, in a yellow label, Goose Island Honkers. So I would go ahead and after I might have a pint of Boddington, maybe just the 1 pint, because it wasn't kept that great anyway, a bit watery, a bit thin. Then I'd go on to the Goose Island. So that's how I discovered Goose Island IPA. And Honkers. I haven't seen Honkers Ale for ages. I hope they still do it. Right, so there you go. I've emptied the rest of the can in there now. Jig it about a bit. Again, we'll do a bit of lace division once I get a bit further down the glass, but it's wobbling nice enough, isn't it? It looks nice and wobbly. Right, let's get the nose in there. Let's give it a whiff. See what we can sniff. Smells like an all-rounder. I'm getting the malt in there, the sort of sweetness from the biscuit malt. Getting little touches of lemon, lime, grapefruit. Little touches, it's nothing major. I'd expect a stronger aroma for a 5.9% beer. You know, you look at the likes of Jaipur, for example, and it stinks, but in a good way. In fact, the Midway smelt nicer than that. And that was their session IPA. It's quite a new beer, Midway. The thing with these beers like the Goose Island IPAs, the Goose Islands and the Beaver Towns and things like that, they go into sort of trendy city centre bars or restaurant/bars. I think Miller and Carter, places like that, sort of upmarket things. They might have a Goose Island on tap or a certain sports bar, or you know, quite a chain-owned, like an O'Reilly's pub or something, Irish pub. They might have a Goose Island on, or a Beaver Town. There's a place in Birmingham where we went to on our works do, which was, it's called Flight Club, and it's like a darts sports bar. As bizarre as that sounds, it's a fantastic place. But they have Beaver Town on and Goose Island. So they're the kind of places that you expect it. Turtle Bay, places like that. Those that are trying to be sort of trendy with the food, street food, hippie kind of hipster. Yeah. Right, let's give it a try because I'm talking absolute toddle. Right, bottoms up down the hatch. Let's see how she tastes. Oh, now I've jigged it about a bit. Get more from the aroma. It's not bad, it's alright. It's okay. If I swirl it around in the mouth a bit, it tends to do a bit more. If you just drink it and swallow it, it's kind of, yeah, bye. Yeah, see ya. It's, you can sort, I guess in a way you can sort of tell that it's big mainstream beer. It's not got that ooh factor. It's got that, that was quite pleasant, and now it's gone. But I did wash it around in the mouth a bit and it made it stay a bit longer. Right, so let's do some lace division. Now I've got a bit out of the glass, and then I'll run through some flavours. So jig. Apologies for the spotlight going up and down. Spotlight's knackered now, it just stays right down, it doesn't point anymore. Right, there we go. Oh yeah, laces really nicely. Really good how that follows the bubbles, follow the bottom of the head. And yeah, it laces lovely. Nothing wrong with the lacing at all. I'm getting more, a bit peaty notes now as well. Some sort of earthy peaty notes and tiny little bit of dankness. Only small, but it's there. It's not bad, it's okay. It's got a similar feel to the Midway actually, although it's a little bit thicker on the mouthfeel, which you expect. It's 5.9%, right? But there's a bit of fizz in the carbonation as it's sort of there. The malt goes down the middle of the tongue. It's quite nicely balanced, I suppose, for a beer. But with it being a 5.9% IPA, an American IPA, excuse me, I'd expect more hop bitterness. I think I would expect this Goose Island IPA to be West Coast style. I'd expect pithiness, I'd expect it to shoot down the sides of your tongue and really rip your mouth to pieces, and it doesn't do that. Yes, there's some lemon, lime, citrus notes that go down the side of the tongue, and they're pleasant. It counteracts nicely with the balance of the malt going down the middle of the tongue that's quite sweet. And it's quite pleasant, it works. But you've got to keep it and wash it around your mouth and swirl it around to really get those flavours. If you just drink it, it's like, yeah, and it's see, I just drunk it then. I didn't really get much from it. it sort of just went, hey, see you. You really do have to swish it around. Now I'm getting it. Yeah, citrus notes, lemon, lime, bit of grapefruit, but more lemony, limey. The acetate is very limey and dry, and a bit of grapefruit. But you do, again, you have to swill it around. You really have to swill it and swish it and chuck it around your mouth and then swallow it to get the flavours. If you just drink it, it just sort of peters off and gives you a tiny little bit of flavour. It's not bad, it's okay. It's by far the best IPA I've ever had. I've had worse as well. But it's a big beer. Hoppy, citrus and smooth. I'll give it the smoothness. The smoothness is there. Doesn't feel like you're drinking a 5.9%. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's quite pleasant. It's pleasant to drink. I should imagine on draft, on keg, it's lovely. I bet it's a lovely, lovely drink. Yeah, it's big beer in it. It's when you swish it around and swirl it in your mouth, jig it about, you get the flavours from it. If you just have it, it's just quite bland, to be honest. Does it give us any information on the can? I don't think it does. It just says Goose Island IPA, is that 66 IBU? 55 IBU? It's either 55 or 66 IBU. I think they're 5s, but it looks like they're joined together, like it could be 6s, but to me, it's either 55 or... I'm going to go with 55 because the top is like that. I can't imagine the top of a 6 being straight like that. We'll go with 55. So, there's a fair few international bittering units in there. It sort of comes across, but it is quite... If you don't swirl it around, it's very... bit bland and wishy-washy and see you later. Right, brewed for Goose Island Brewing Company in AB InBev Belgium, distributed by AB InBev UK Limited. So this is actually brewed in Belgium. Like I say, AB InBev are a big company. Goose Island, I believe, are American. Goose Island Brewing Company Co. Okay. I'll rate it because I've been going 13 minutes. I'll give it a thumbs up. Yeah, because I swirled it around and that, and then I got the flavours, it gets a thumbs up. It's sort of bordering on about there, almost a thumb up. But yeah, I probably would buy it again. If they had a good deal on the 4 packs or something, I'll probably, yeah, you know, it's strong enough, I suppose. I think the Midway had a bit more going for it, and it's more session strategy, more my cup of tea. Yeah, I'll get a thumbs up, why not? Like, share, subscribe. Cheers for watching. We'll see you again for another beer review right here on the Hop House. Ciao for now, people.